we have covered 4 lessons, that is A, B, C, D of the knowledge. A means Atma, that is soul. B means Baba, that is supreme soul. C means connection, that is Raj Yoga. And D means drama, how this world cycle revolves with its laws, different laws, physical and karmic laws. Today, we are going to the fifth step, that is the evolution, that is the genealogical tree and rise and fall of mankind. So it covers total mankind, all the, you can say, souls coming from the beginning to the end. So what is that? That is the lesson number or session number 5 today. Now you can see in the picture, it is a genealogical tree of mankind. So this tree has been narrated in Gita in Hinduism. How it is narrated, why it is narrated, that we are going to deal. But what it is basically narrated in Gita as inverted tree, means Uddhava Mula. So roots are at the top. That is, root is the supreme soul, supreme Godfather, who is residing in up above. That is in the Paramdham, supreme above. And we, all his children, that are playing the part here, where on this earth. So it is shown in the reverted way here. But for explanation, we have, you can say, put a straight the tree to understand what it means. In Gita it tells that if you are sitting under this tree, you will get all the fruits of your imagination. Whatever you imagine, whatever you think, you will get the fruit of that thing. Supreme Soul says there is no tree like that in the world. Actually, it is an inverted tree as narrated in the Gita. So meaning of that is that transformation takes place, whatever we learned yesterday through 4 ages, and finally Supreme Godfather, who is the seed of the human genealogical tree, he is coming and transforming the world. He is not creating the world, because soul is an energy. Supreme soul is the supreme energy. Just like we are getting electricity or power in our house from the main powerhouse, but powerhouse has no life, so they cannot move from here to there. But we can transform the energy. How can we transform the energy? As for example, in our house, electricity is coming in form of energy through wires and so many things. What we are doing, suppose we wanted to start our AC or fan, we are converting that electrical energy into mechanical energy. So energy neither be created nor be destroyed as per the rules, physical science rules. Same way, soul and supreme soul both are energies. They cannot be destroyed. That's the reason we say soul is immortal, because it is an energy. Science even says it is a power. It is energy. It is a third eye of wisdom. It is a consciousness. So difference between physical energy and soul is, this is a living energy. Even physical energy has been invented by this living energy. So we are very high level of, you can say, energy, which we don't know, which Godfather comes and gives our own introduction, that what kind of capacity we each human being has. So what he is doing, he is a powerhouse, and he is a living powerhouse. Where is living? Supreme abode. So being a living entity, being a conscient entity, he is coming down to us, because we are his children, and he is transforming our energy from lower level to the highest level. That we call as a human being to deities or angels, or we can call as a iron aged to the golden aged world, because as the power of the soul, the world will be like that. So this is the meaning of the whole tree. you can say, what is narrated in the Gita. Even Christianity also, when Christmas comes, Natal comes, they are putting big trees in the malls and so many places, what it means. And they are putting a very high power bulb on the top of the tree here, and all, you can say, leaves are just like a small bulbs. It indicates the top is the supreme abode with the highest power, and all we are his children. But nobody knows what is the meaning of that Christmas tree. Baba comes, Supreme Godfather comes, and he explained the meaning. Yesterday we covered there are 4 ages, so we divided this tree in 4 parts for understanding only. First we inverted the tree to understand the same thing. Now we are dividing the tree in 4 ages, what we covered yesterday. So golden age, silver age, copper age, and iron age. And Godfather said there are different kingdom passing through in golden age and silver age. And based on that, there is a rosary is there. All religion they have a rosary. It may be Muslim, it may be Christians, it may be Sikh, it may be Hinduism. All have a rosary. What is the meaning of rosary? Supreme Soul says there are 8 kingdom here in golden age. So there is a remembrance of 8, you can say 8 beads of the rosary are there, and we are rotating that rosary. What do you mean by 8? 8 means 8 kingdoms has been already passed here during the golden age. That is the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan, or kingdom of Vishnu, or kingdom of angels. Whatever name has been given, that is, name is different, indication is same thing. So because 8 kingdoms, or 8, you can say, gaddis has been passed from golden age, so there is one rosary of 8. And one that there, if you see the rosary, there is one tassel is there. Tassel means flower is there. So when anybody is rotating the rosary, what they are doing? When tassel comes, they are putting on their eyes and their forehead. It means it is a remembrance of the Supreme Soul, Supreme Godfather. So when rosary finishes, rosary means we all souls who are becoming equal to him in qualities and powers. Both the things. That's the reason you can say first bead has a dual bead. Dual bead means it is a joint bead. Bead means it is a indication of couple. Couple means Lakshmi and Narayan. That is emperor and empress. There are many kings under them. And if we compare the kings and emperor and empresses of these golden and silver ages, total number goes to 108. And that's the reason there is another rosary of 108 here, both the things. That is emperor, empresses, kings and queens. Total kingdom goes to the 108. 8 here plus additional 100 both way. So we are rotating another rosary of 108. That is 108. Third rosary is 16,108. Suppose you go big Shiva temples like Babulnath in Bombay, or many, you can say, temples are that of Shiva, where you find the rosary, big rosary around the whole lingam, that is whole around the temple. That is 16,108. It means there are 16,000, you can say, their family members, and you can their relatives who are very near to them in golden and silver age. So Godfather explained the importance of rosary. Here it is indicated. So for explanation of the human genealogical tree, why we are indicated tree? Because to explain how human population grows on this earth. So that's the reason we are comparing with the tree. No other, any other reason. There is nothing tree like Kalpa Vruksha or any kind of the tree which give the fruits as per our imagination, because it is against the law of karma and law of nature. So nothing is possible without making efforts. So effort is very important. An effort of what? Effort of becoming soul conscious. I am a soul. I am speaking the soul. I am listening, which is soul. Every day, whatever functions or actions we are doing, that while doing that actions or functions, we should have a consciousness of soul. That is very important. And that is the base of Raj Yoga, and that is the Raj Yoga only. Nothing else. Raj Yoga means transforming our thoughts. We are not pressing our thoughts. We are only diverting or transforming or molding our thoughts to become a god. So how it works, let's go one by one, step by step. Here it is, everything is written. Religion has important influence on human being or human mind. So we will go step by step what it means. So human mind. So there are two level of the, you can say, society. One is the macro level, another is the micro level. Micro level means personal level, macro level means society level. So what is the macro level? All religions, which is established by different founding fathers, they are at the macro level. All races, we are segmented humanity in different races, all languages, all nationalities, so many nations, all cultures, in one religion, so many cultures, ancestries have a great bearing on personality. So this macro level has a great bearing, great effect on the personality, on our beliefs, on our outlooks, attitudes, consciousness and thinking. So both way, they are interdependent, because you can say macro level is become, you can say, formulated by the micro level only. Individually we are separate entity, but we are living together. That is called religio, combined way of life. When we are living together, our effect is in the society or on macro level. Macro level has a effect on the micro level. So why we are telling this thing? So necessary to understand the original religion and culture of the mankind. Everybody knows Hinduism, the oldest culture, what it means. That when any religion founding father came, they must have uprooted, they must have been rooted in Hinduism only, or when another religions come, whatever the previous religions are there, that soul will enter in the body of previous religion persons only. Suppose in the beginning all are Hindus. So when the soul of Abraham came, there was no, you can say, Islam or no Jewish family of religion. So that soul must be entered in the one of the Hindu. And after some time, with the, you can say, knowledge of Islam. So same way, when Buddha came, same way, two only were there. That is Hinduism and Islamism. So that soul must become in the soul or in the body who is either a Hindu or a Islam. Same way, everything is going down and down, because Hinduism is the oldest culture, and so everybody in all religion believe that our physical father is different, but originally we are originated from only one father. Somebody say Brahma in Hinduism, in Islam and Muslim and those people they believe as Adam, and Christianity and related religion they believe as Adam. So they are referring only to the one person. And being a soul, all our souls, our supreme God Father is our supreme Father. So we are basically, you can say, evolved from the only single couple or single family, and slowly there is expansion. So how the world transformation takes place? So we will also cover today how it takes place, what is happening. We will see in the picture. So to illustrate the growth and to illustrate the development of the world, it is compared with the trees. So to how the world has grown or how the human being has developed, if we wanted to understand, then it is better to compare with the tree. And that's the reason majority is both, you can say, Hinduism and Christianity, they are believing in one of the tree, which is called as a genealogical tree. So what it does, it depicts the history of the whole kalpa, that the cycle of all eras, what we covered in the world drama wheel, all religio-political dynasties of the world. Initially in the golden age and silver age, religion and political power only in one hand, that is emperor and empress. Only one hand. When you can say copper age comes, Dwapar age. Dwa means two. Two means copper age, means religion power separated. For religion has been established by their founding father to sustain the world, not to transform the world. Any founding father cannot be a guide or a Satguru of any of their followers. When they are coming, they are calling the souls, means their followers, from the supreme above. So they are coming after their religion founding father comes. So no human beings, any deities, any angels, any founding fathers, any holy man, any sages, any priest, any you can say religious preachers or any religious gurus, any Molvi, any priest, any Pandit, they cannot give, you can say, moksha or liberation to any souls, because when they come down, they forgets about their home and forgets about the true Father. So nobody can lead us to the liberation and liberation in life except the Supreme Soul, which is a powerhouse, living powerhouse. We are living being. We are not atoms. We are living beings. Some scientists know nowadays, they say God particle. Godfather says, I am living being like you, I am not a particle. So there is no question of proving anything in that. Somebody last year got a Nobel Prize, you might have read in the newspaper, for the research of the God particle last year, before 1 year. But what I mean to say, Godfather says, I am living being like you. I am not a particle. Particle means non-living being. So to understand the religio-political dynasties of the world, you can say we are comparing human being with a tree, population and development of the growth and development of the human being with the trees. What it indicates further, let's go step by step now what we narrated in the tree. So trunk dynasty, that is, trunk means deity or angelic religion. Hinduism believe in deityism, other religion believe in angelic religion. And Sun dynasty, that is the Sun dynasty. Deity sovereignty having all righteous traditions and customs. They have no unrighteous things in them. They have always righteous things, and they are completely viceless, divine qualities, complete divine qualities. They have no vices. Somebody may ask the question, then how do you can say their children will, you can say, take the birth? So proof of worshipping, and that is parthenogenesis. What is that? Reproduction from ovum without fertilization. One book is there. You can put on the book at the celibacy. We will also, you can say, share that copy of that book on our group. It indicates how it has been developed. Somebody might have read scriptures and they knows how the birth of Karna takes place. That is, with the help of prayer to the sun by Kunti. How the birth of Hanuman takes place. They indicated same thing. Means they are praying to somebody, means they have a connection with somebody, with the Supreme, and they are getting their, you can say, children's. Even forget about that thing. Suppose we go before 2000 years, if we go through the Bible, the name of mother, you can say Mary, that is of Lord Christ, he is Virgin Mother Mary. What it means? It means she has given a birth to Lord Christ without any kind what the present world believe. That is Virgin Mary. And this is possible, and it was, you can say, proved by Dr. Spurway. Name of the mother is Amy Mary. Name of the daughter is Monica. We have a book on celibacy or brahmacharya, and it proves that in 1955, not very far away, in this world only where we are living, they have proved that human being has a power, though they tells naturally, it is exceptional power, but female has a power to produce the offspring without the fertilization, like in some species of fishes are there. No need of, you can say, male to produce the offspring. And science, it says, the principle of parthenogenesis. So it is possible. And that is what we are reading in the scriptures, that they are couple, they have their own children, and they are voiceless. Why they are voiceless? Because they have superpower. They got the superpower, and that's the reason they have divine qualities. And with that qualities, they are considered as a deity, or you can say angels. So we have indicated here to explain to you detail. We will post a book. You can go through the 16th chapter number 16. Everything is narrated in black and white. How they did the, you can say, test, what was happened, where a husband was there. They have tested even DNA, RNA test also on the daughter, and they found it is possible. So that was the reason what we are saying in the narration of the qualities of deities. What we are saying, Sarva Guna Sampan, is full of all virtues. Deities or angels. Then second quality, 16 celestial degrees full. Third quality, completely viceless. Fourth quality, non-violence is their original religion. Ahimsa Paramo Dharma. And fifth quality, सर्वगुण संपन्न, सोले कला संपूर्ण, संपूर्ण निर्विकारी, Maryada Purushottam. Fifth quality is Maryada Purushottam, means they have all code of conduct in their life. So there are the 5 qualities of deities or angels, and they were reality in this world. What is narrated in different scriptures in the name of paradise, heaven, Bahist, Swarg, different religion, different language, different names, but they are referring the same thing, where there was complete peace, purity, power, and happiness. Now, second, you can say, part of the trunk is Silver Age. Slight decline in divine qualities. They are all divine qualities, but somewhat lower, because they are enjoying the fruit of their past karmic accounts. What they have created good efforts to be a soul conscious. So they are slowly using that karmic account. They are eating the fruit of their account. So their power of the purity will go down. But still they have divine qualities. What do you mean by, you can say, divine qualities? 16 celestial divine qualities that we will cover tomorrow. What it means. Divine quality doesn't mean 16 celestial means they have a 16 art of living. As for example, art of, you can say, pleasing, art of dealing. There are different kind of arts. So in golden age, they have a full all 16 celestial art. When they go down in the rebirth, their power of soul reduces because they are using their fruits, and so their power slowly goes down. We'll cover tomorrow in detail what it means. So decline in some divine qualities, and yet sovereignty of complete peace, prosperity, and purity. There is no name of even sorrow. That's the reason it is called heaven, paradise, bahis, swarga. Then slowly we go down, and copper age comes, and body consciousness means the vicious, you can say, activity started from here. Body consciousness में vice is started from copper age, and immediately we started devotion. We become unworthy. We were worthy of worship when we were soul conscious. When we fall down, when we go on the path of sin, that is when we go in body consciousness, everything disturbed. There is a semi-destruction between copper age and silver age. Just like there is a destruction, not annihilation, not total destruction, but there is a destruction, you can say, double than what was happened at the end of the silver age. There was, you can say, many palaces of gold studded with diamonds has gone down. When we were studying in the schools, there was a whole history that before 2500 years, Himalayas was not there. In geography, we were studying this thing. Ramayana was a part of the curriculum. Then slowly and gradually, everything has been changed by different governments. We will not go in detail why it has been changed, who changed. Baba says it is a drama. So we become unworthy, we become worshippers from worthy of worship. Nature, religion, everything changed. Before religion came, deities told themselves as a Hindu as lost divinity. Because we were completely soul conscious, we lost that power, we come in body consciousness, so we call ourselves as a Hindu from Hindustan. Yesterday we covered that part. Many religions, four main religions came, many kingdoms, many languages, many cultures, many dynasties, mutual strife, divisions and disunity. It started, but not at extreme level what we are seeing right now. At the end of the Iron Age, that was not up to the level. Still, world was quite happy. People has too much abundance of wealth even. We seen there were 12 universities in Bharat in those days. We seen only 10 universities, but at more than 15 universities in those days. Already Archaeological Survey of India, they have found out that universities was established around 3rd or 2nd centuries, and all the people from the world were coming to study in India. And China particularly, many you can say pilgrims come to India, and they have taken the record from here. India, they have destroyed everything. Nobody was able to conserve the things, but China, they have so many references of India's, you can say, richness of that time. Now, Archaeological Survey of India find out everything by digging, you can say, underground, and they found all these things. That what was the richness of Bharat, what we are reading in scriptures. That was the reality. Then we go further. That is after Copper Age, we are coming at the Iron Age. All religion at their lowest level. People diabolic, too much vices, too much body conscious, leading to misery and uproar. Time of wickedness. We say wickedness means Ravan. Time of Ravan. Another, you can say scripture, this devils. Then irreligiousness, differences in languages, views, politics, faith, caste, states, countries fight like demons, nothing else. And finally, you can say at the end of the, you can say, Iron Age, what is happening? Supreme Godfather has to come because we all were calling him. So here it is indicated, he is taking the support of the very old body and given a vision to him that transformation of this world will be taken by these ways. So Western world, they say atomic war at that time 1936. When Supreme Godfather given a vision to this guy, we will cover day after tomorrow totally who is this guy. But he has been given a vision that Western world will be transformed with the help of majority with the help of atom bomb, hydrogen bomb, missiles. Eastern world will be transformed with the help of civil war because there is no complete annihilation. Otherwise, from where the human seed will come? So this part is not destroyed totally. That part will be separated to certain extent, some part, and new world will be established there. And any person, any you can say angel or deity, cannot come from that world to here, and any person from this world to that world, because both have totally separate nature. That world will be pure in nature, completely viceless, and this world completely vicious. So two worlds cannot be exchangeable. So that will be separate part, here will be separate part, and slowly and gradually establishment will take place there and destruction will take place on this side. That's the reason if we go to the Hinduism shows in the scriptures that birth of Krishna was in jail, in Kansa jail, or why it is jail? Jail means not the jail of any kind or around, means viciousness. Viciousness was not completely abolished when Krishna took the birth. It takes 15 to 20 years to transform the world after the Krishna takes birth. And after, you can say, Even Hinduism, there is no connection between Sri Krishna and Sri Radhe and Sri Lakshmi and Sri Narayan. There was a tradition in the deity customs and system that after their marriage, they are changing their name. So same Sri Radhe and Sri Krishna, after the Swayamvar, after the, you can say, their marriage, they become Sri Lakshmi and Sri Narayan. We call as a deity, other religion call as them as a angels. And you can say complete one start from that date when they are becoming emperor and empress of the world. So this is, you can say, indirectly they have narrated, because there is no recorded history of the of the golden age and silver, that is heaven, paradise, Bahis in any religion except Hinduism. But Hinduism also, they are mixing Rama with the Ravan. It is just like a movie prepared by the hero and heroines. Suppose they wanted to pass, you can say, some message to the society. They are making a movie or pictures. Any hero or heroine, as per example, Amitabh Bachchan in Hindi movies, as per example, or you can say Ranbir Kapoor. They are playing a role of, you can say, villain. In actual life, they are not like that. Their role is like that. So Krishna was there. Lakshmi Narayan was there. Sri Rama was there. Like, you can say, all these hero and heroines are there in the movies. But what they are playing a role. So what they have been narrated in the scripture, that is a symbolic representation of them. They were not like that. The indication of that thing is to pass on the message. What was the message of the scripture or whole stories? Message was that there is always victory of the truth. Either you go to Ramayana or you go through the Mahabharata or any stories of any religion. What they indicate? There is always victory of goodness over badness, or victory over, you can say, evils or devils. All religion narrates the same thing, and that is called heaven, paradise, Bahiswarga. So everything what is narrated, that has been happened in the past. So we have seen on the picture that how the transformation will take place. So finally, world will not go like forever. End to evil is must, and task beyond human being. No human being can establish the peace in this present world. Only one almighty authority can establish peace, power, prosperity on this world, and that is incorporeal Godfather. In Hinduism, we are telling it the Shiva. It descends in the ordinary body, ordinary person of the old body, names him Prajapita Brahma. His name was not Brahma. And through him he gives godly knowledge and teaches Raj Yoga, showing path to be completely voiceless, most righteous, transform human beings into deities or angels. It is his big task. Only Supreme God Father has tasked the transformation of the whole world, and that's the reason he is being known in the history or in the scriptures as a magician. So being a magician, he is not doing the job of making anybody lie who is dead. No, that is not a magician. He is not doing anything extra magic that he will go and make some magic in the nature. No, Godfather says, I am coming. For what? To transform human beings into deities. To transform Iron Age world to the Golden Age world. That is the magic of the Supreme Godfather. So this is the whole, you can say, secret of the genealogical tree of mankind. Now, it also indicated in the form of, you can say, rise and fall of human. In Hinduism, there is one tradition. What is that tradition? When somebody dies in the past, they were giving the donation to Brahmins in form of ladder with different steps. What it means here. So, what is the meaning of that thing? That is the rise and fall of human beings. So, it is applicable to all human beings. Not applicable to only Hinduism. No, all human beings, how they come and descends in this world and how they are going back, and ascending takes place through superpower, that is superpower house, that is Supreme Soul. Here, for understanding, we divided this ladder in 4 parts. That is a golden age, whatever we covered yesterday and today in the tree. So this is a golden age. What is indicated here where arrow is moving, and this is the silver age, and this is the copper age, different colors as per their currency. Currency will be of that kind only. Suppose here golden age, currency of gold, here currency of silver, here currency of copper. Iron age, currency of paper and iron, nothing else, because price of gold and silver is too much. So currency also according to the age. So this is the golden age, this is the silver age. Up till now there was golden palaces studded with diamonds. Everybody has their own planes to move, each and every deity, and everything is running on the thought power, not anything else. Just think it. Even a small child will step up or get in the Pushpak Viman, what we call it, that is aeroplanes or planes, and simply thought or think, I wanted to go at their place, and it will go on. Totally balance of atomic power and soul power, atmic power and atomic power. Complete peace, purity and power. And how we can see this thing, science is moving towards that. Initially, for getting the, you can say, light or power, we have to put on the switch. Now everything is being run on automation, isn't it? We can see, we suppose we are going in the office, we are moving under the light in downtown, and what is happening? By movement, there are sensors are there. It will automatically put on the light, and when there is no movement for 4 or 5 minutes, automatically light goes off. What is this? This is the indication that we are moving toward the golden age, that everything will work on thought power, not even you can say sensor. So human mind is the have the greatest power to think, and that power will, you can say, rule the world. And science will be completely there under control of the human being. Here science is there, researches are there, developments is there, are there. We are using that power also. That is good thing for our lives, but negativity is there. We are creating atom bomb, hydrogen bomb to give the negativity, to give the fear to another nation. And now even a small country are giving a threatening to superpowers. We can see the position of Korea, North Korea and America, even Bharat and Pakistan, what is happening. Each body are threatening to use the atomic power. So this is the negativity. There is complete balance of, you can say, science and silence in the golden age. There is no even imagination, no thought of any negativities. So this is the difference between Iron Age and Golden Age. The power of human being, you can say, supersedes everything, and everything goes on our thoughts. So that power deities have, that you can say purity deities have. So here indicated 4 ages and what each age covers. That is also narrated everything by the Supreme Godfather. Transformation finally takes place here, and finally he comes, gives the knowledge and takes all the souls back home, and then all souls are coming to play their part as per their part here they have played. So we'll go one step by step here. As for example, wonderful story of deity souls to devotees, because when we are coming in the golden and silver ages, we are deities or angels. And after copper age, we are becoming from worthy of worship to worshippers. So this is indicated here. Deity souls to the devotees and very ordinary human beings now re-inculcate virtues. So now what we are doing? We are transforming ourselves with the help of knowledge and power to a better human being, to the best human being, to the human being with all divine qualities, nothing else. So golden age, that is Satyuga. Here it is narrated everything. Righteous, all are following code of conducts has been established by the Supreme Godfather right now. So they are righteous, totally righteous. Sri Lakshmi and Sri Narayana are the emperor and empresses. Sun dynasty, name of the dynasty is Sun. 16 celestial, we'll cover this celestial tomorrow. 12 and 50 years or each and every age. Deity religion, 8 births. All souls have 8 births. All are deities, all are angels. If you divide 1250 by 8, average age of the each soul is, body is approximately 150 years. Population in the beginning is 900,000 only. Divine laws, elevated characters, viceless. So these are the quality of each and every soul. All are deities, all are angels. Population is very, very limited. All facilities, what we are reading in the scriptures, that was there. A golden palace is studded with diamonds, everything automatic, complete balance of science and silence. Slowly, we are using our fruits. We are enjoying all the nature and facilities. So power of the soul reduces. We go to the silver age, that is Treta Yuga, 1250, because all ages are approximately 1250 years. We have lost 2 degrees because we enjoyed the fruit of golden age. Warrior family, all souls are Kshatriya, warrior family. Here all are deities because they are full of all degrees, all powers. Here somewhat reduced by 2 degrees. All souls have averaged 12 births. There is a kingdom of Sri Ram and Sita. Here all are Sato Pradhan. Completely new building. Here new building. Some quality has degraded, but still they are deities worshippers. Average you can say life of each and every soul is 1250 divided by 12. So 100 to 125 years. Because power of soul has gone down, so average lifespan of the soul has gone down. Quality of soul has gone down to certain extent. There is no concern about, you can say, warrior means caste. It is not a caste system. All souls in those ages are called warrior family souls. We came down and the copper is still down. So that's called copper age or the upper yuga. All souls have 8 celestial degrees because we become soul conscious. So downgrade of the degrees is very fast now. Here in 2500 years only 2 degrees goes down. Up to the end of, you can say, iron age, almost degrees goes to very, very minimal. So here from 14 to 8 celestial degrees, all souls are known as a merchant quality. Here deity, here warrior, here merchant. All souls, there is no question of any kind of casteism here again. All souls have average 21 births. So if you divide 1250 by 21, average age goes to the each soul about 60 years. Now what is the difference between this heaven and what we say as a hell? Difference between them majority is here average age is very, very long. Here average age is going down. We will see further also. But here there is no untimely death in golden age and silver age. Nobody will die in the beginning of their life, even the maturity of their life. Only they can leave the body at the end of their full life, and they will get the vision that they will be in future prince and princess, and they will leave the body very happily. There is no word of sorrow or word of death in golden and silver age. We say deities are immortal. It doesn't mean they don't leave the body. They leave the body, but there is no untimely death. Immortal means no untimely death. They will enjoy their full life and finally they leave their bodies. This is the meaning of immortality of the deities. In Copper Age and Iron Age, anybody can die at any time. That's the reason we cannot say ourselves as a deities, because deities always live the full life of their quality life. So here all souls are taking 21 births. 4 main religions comes. We are becoming body conscious. Our qualities become down. What we have seen in the genealogical tree. Now Iron Age comes. Kali Yuga. All souls are Shudra qualities. Celestial almost going to zero. Just like a lamp is there almost, we are igniting a lamp, ne? So if lamp is almost going to, you can say, down, 0. So, but not still 0, because Godfather comes because it is energy. So it will never totally destroy. Supreme Godfather comes, put the energy in each and every soul. Again it becomes the 16 celestial degrees full. All souls have 42 births. So 1250 divided by 42 births means average life is 30 years. Somebody may argue, some people are living more than, even in Canada, average life is this much. But we also know there are many children who are not even born. They are killed in the womb of the mother. They are not calculated in the average life of human being. We are saying present day world's conditions. So average life is very, very low. Souls are becoming completely vicious. All qualities of divine qualities has been lost. So finally, there is a confluence age that is called Sangam Yuga. That is, you can say 100 years approximately between Iron Age and Golden Age. Supreme Godfather ascends in one old body, what we narrated in the finale, and teaches us knowledge and yoga and takes us back to the Golden Age. So here it is indicated, here there is 8 births in Golden Age on an average. Here it is at 12 births, so 12 plus 8, 20th birth, 20 birth. Here 21 births, so 20 plus 21, 41 births. Here 42 births. And see what is happening here. All our deities slowly will go down. We started in the beginning worshipping of God Shiva, then all deities up to the end of the Copper Age. Then in the beginning of the Iron Age, we started the worshipping of Ganesh and Hanuman. There were no deities like Ganesh and Hanuman here. What we narrated, we will post one picture of the Ganpati, what it means by each and every limb of Ganpati. Ganpati means he is a master of guns. Guns means virtues. So we will post one picture. You can go through the whole picture and find out what indicates. Suppose big stomach, it indicates whatever talks or whatever things are coming to you, never pass on to others. We have a bad habit to pass on the different talks or evil talks of somebody to somebody. So indication of the big stomach is anything comes in, power to accommodate, power to adjust with any kind of situation. That is the meaning of the big stomach. Small eyes means he can observe minutely each and everything what is happening in the world. So everything what we narrated for the Ganesh or Hanumanji, everything is symbolic. So you can go through the picture because it takes a long time. Then we were not, you can say, satisfied with that. So we started Yajna. Scriptures have been, you can say, written here around. You can say when Lord Christ came around that. Not here, because there is no need of scriptures here, because we were equivalent to God. No need of worshipping here also. They are equivalent to God. Why should they worship? So worshipping started from here, and scriptures has been made from here. We came down. You can say started making yajnas, and then still we came down. We worship, you can say, people and tulsi, etc. That is, you can say, 5 elements of nature. Still we will not satisfied. We were worshipping gurus. We started worshipping gurus. Human being become more vicious, and whatever we are doing, we are, you can say, preparing very good statues of deities, worshipping them for 8 days, 9 days, and then we are drowning in the river or sea or ocean. We don't know what is the meaning of that thing. So finally we all are here. Bharat was a, you can say, golden palace is studded with diamond. Now Bharat is just like a beggar. You can say what Bharat is doing now. Bharat is just like a beggar asking or begging from superpower like Russia and America. We have, you can say, nothing to eat, nothing to wear even. Condition is very bad. We are taking support of the scriptures. And the condition has happened from golden aged world to the beggar form because we lost our religion. Not religion means the body religion. original religion of peace. And what happened? And we become poor and poor because we lost all the powers, all the divine qualities. And what is happening at the end? See, United Nations organization is there. All member countries of they are meeting to establish peace in the world, but they are not able to establish the peace because it is a work of the Supreme Godfather, nobody else. All interfaith institution is there. All religious heads are meeting in the under the, you can say, umbrella of the United Nations organization. They are also doing very hard work to establish peace in the world, but nobody can establish the peace in the world. Only the one superpower, that is the Supreme Godfather, Supreme Soul, he only can establish the peace, transform the world. So he takes the support of the old body and uses his mouth to give the knowledge, give the vision to him that transformation will take place. Western world atomic power, Eastern world severe war, both side 5 elements. Nowadays, one element is taking a, you can say, recourse on the human being, one part, but it will happen all around the world. Nobody will be able to control the things, and transformation will take place. All the souls on the one part, another part there is establishment of the new world. So 20-25 years span is there, and then all souls remaining will go here. On one side there is destruction, other side there is establishment, but there is no complete annihilation. What is narrated in the Big Bang theory. Now majority scientists don't believe in that. They are asking the question, what was before the Big Bang? There is no answer. So now science believe it is a cyclical, or it is a cycle. It goes just like a day and night, just like seasons flow, just like our ages. Human being passes through 4 stages. So world is also passes like a building, brand new, then medium, and then old. That is golden age, silver age, copper age, and iron age. Total birth is 83, 41 plus 42. 84th birth is not by, you can say, body. We are getting the knowledge of the Supreme Godfather through some media, and we are transforming ourselves from, you can say, here all souls are deity, here warrior, here merchants, here Sudras, and we all are getting knowledge. So we all are becoming Brahmins. Brahmins means whose mind lives in the Brahm. Brahm means 6 element, that is power, that is light. Again, it is not concerned with any kind of the caste. And all souls, whether they know the Supreme Godfather or not, he comes and takes all the soul back home. And again this cycle starts. So this is cyclical matter, and it goes on repeating, nothing else. So this lesson is over here, and next world is coming like this, where 36 divine virtues will be there of all human beings, that is divine qualities, and 16 celestial degrees full, that we will cover tomorrow. Acha. Om Shanti. We will have a meditation only for 1 minute, passing through the all 5 forms, which we explained to, or we have shown a video in the beginning, and we will pass through the very fast in 5 stages how it will work. Acha. Om Shanti. I am a peaceful, powerful, pure soul. Basically, I was with Supreme Soul in Supreme Abode as a pure, powerful entity, living being, no body. I first came as a deity in the heaven, paradise, Bahist, Swarg. I played my part as a deity for 2500 years. After that, I came on the path of sin, and I started worshipping to my previous form, that was deity. So from, you can say, worthy of worship, I become worshippers. but my statues were there which were worthy of worship, remembrance of me. So first deity, half cycle. Half cycle, I am a worthy of worship or worship worthy. Finally, at the end of Iron Age, Supreme Godfather comes, gives me the knowledge and connection with him. That is Raj Yoga knowledge. I am connecting with him. I am becoming pure Brahmin. Means my mind, my thoughts goes towards Brahm. And with his power, I am becoming again complete and perfect. By changing my thoughts, by changing my angelic form. I have two bodies, one physical, one aura body, that is angelic body. So I am transforming my body here only, that is angelic body, not the physical body, with the help of positive and elevated thoughts. I am becoming complete and perfect in angelic form and leave this body. And then I leave my angelic and perfect form in the subtle region and I go back to my home, supreme abode, with my perfect and complete form of pure soul. And again, I start my journey as a deity or angel. This is called Swadarsan Chakra. That is called discus of the self-realization. I will churn this cycle at least 5 times a day, at least when I go to bed and when I wake up from the bed. And this discus of self-realization will cut my all sins and I will become complete and perfect human soul. Acha? Om Shanti. Now if you have any questions, we can discuss the questions.